I was a Special Forces operative once. 20 years of black ops, ghosts, and orders that never existed on paper. Then came betrayal. Our coordinates leaked mid-mission, my team slaughtered while command stayed silent. I quit the next morning. Now I wear suits instead of camouflage. A bodyguard for a billionaire and his pristine family. A quieter war, or so I thought. The call came at 2:47 a.m. His son, Ethan, age 12, kidnapped from his bedroom. No forced entry, no security breach on record. The police arrived late, slow, indifferent. Kidnappers demanded $5 million. Drop by dawn. No cops, no tricks. I looked at my boss, Marcus Hale, a man who built empires out of debt and deceit. He sat trembling, staring at the ransom note like it was written in blood. I told him, quietly, "Don't pay them." His eyes widened. "You're insane! My son's life!" I leaned in. "Your son's already dead if we do this their way." I didn't say what I was really thinking. This isn't about ransom. This is personal. Something about the abduction didn't add up. No alarms triggered. No camera footage missing, because the cameras had been turned off manually, by someone inside. Marcus swore his wife and staff were innocent, but guilt leaves fingerprints, subtle, invisible ones. His wife, Elena, kept glancing at me, nervous, every time I spoke. She asked questions she shouldn't have known to ask. What if they knew the security code? What if they came from the lakeside? The kind of details you only mention if you've rehearsed them. I'd seen that look before, in interrogation rooms, in safe houses, in faces of those who thought they'd hidden the truth under fear. But fear always leaks. That night, while Marcus made frantic calls, I watched Elena. She wasn't breaking down like a mother should. She was waiting. I began my own investigation, quietly. While the police stumbled through protocol, I traced the phone number that sent the ransom message, spoofed, but the signal bounced through a private satellite Marcus owned. That narrowed it to someone in his home. I checked staff logs, movement records, and door sensors. Elena's keycard opened Ethan's room at 2:11 a.m., 20 minutes before the abduction. When I confronted her subtly, she deflected. "I heard a noise. I checked on him." "You weren't doing your job." The last line lingered. Too prepared. Too deliberate. I began tailing her, watching. She met a man at a secluded marina 2 towns over. They spoke in whispers. Her hand touched his arm like she'd done it before. Then I recognized him. Former financial advisor to Marcus, fired for embezzlement 3 months ago. The betrayal wasn't about money. It was about family, control, revenge. That night, I broke into the advisor's office. Inside his safe, beneath a false bottom, I found them. Photographs of Ethan. Dozens of them. The boy hadn't been kidnapped. He'd been moved. I found them 2 nights later, an abandoned safe house near the docks. Ethan was there, alive, unharmed. Elena was pacing, phone in hand, arguing in whispers. I waited until she turned. Her face went white. "How did you—" I cut her off. "Who were you going to pin this on? Me, the guards, or your husband when he refused to pay?" She froze. "I was getting him out," she said. "You don't understand. Marcus, he's a monster. He uses our son like leverage." I raised a hand. "You were going to vanish with the money and your lover. Don't insult me." She tried to step toward me. I stepped closer instead. She flinched. For a long moment, no one spoke. Only the hum of the overhead bulb. Ethan's quiet breathing. Then she said, almost whispering, "You don't have to tell him. You could walk away. Take your cut. You've done worse things." She was right. I had. But those things were war. This was rot. I handed her the phone, the one I'd used to record her confession. "Call Marcus," I said. "Tell him where to find his son." She stared at the phone like it might burn her. Tears came, not for her son, but for herself. When Marcus arrived, the police behind him, I was already outside. I watched from the shadows as he stormed in. Her voice cracked. She begged, lied, collapsed. He didn't believe a word. When they let her out in handcuffs, she looked for me. Her mouth formed a single word. Why? I gave her nothing. Because the truth was simple. I wasn't saving his son. I was saving myself from ever becoming like her. Later, Marcus thanked me, offered money, promotion, a bonus with too many zeros. I refused. Ethan slept in the next room, breathing softly. Innocent for now. I walked out before sunrise, down the same gravel path the kidnappers never took. The lake reflected the first light, still, silent, unbothered by the wreckage of human deceit. I lit a cigarette I didn't want, watched the smoke drift, thin and fragile. This wasn't justice, it wasn't redemption, it was just another operation that ended the way they all do, with truth as the only survivor. I flicked the cigarette into the water and turned away. I'd saved the boy, but somewhere in the wreckage of that family, I recognized my own ghost. And that's when I knew I hadn't quit the war. It had simply changed uniforms.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.